Oh, I forgot to turn my lights on. Bam. Oh, man. How's it going? Let me turn my copyrighted music down in my head. Hey, Justin. Justin Beard. How you doing? Yeah, I've been listening to some music. It's been fun. Yeah, I'm on I guess it's like a 90s alt rock binge right now. So, but yeah, so tonight, I'm continuing with some of the character changes. I was implementing the human just now. Because I just changed. So we did the armpit change, changed some geo here, and I was trying to like get that sorted out, and I'm noticing. Well, with the animation anyway, there's like some weird jiggle in the neck area I couldn't figure out. And it seems like it was how many Sean bucks for Mandrake Leagues? I should add something like that. Some like extremely expensive. I guess that would be kind of uncool to make something really expensive and then have it be nothing. But Sean bucks. Oh, thanks, Nick. Oh, that goes on for a while. Nick, my most loyal subscriber, with the Prime sub. Anyway, so yeah, there was some issues with some weird movement in like the neck area, and I was having trouble tracking like fixing it. And it turns out like there weren't any direct controls in Cascader for the bone that was going on, and so I kind of like looked at the Cascader like example file, and it didn't look like they even had as many bones where I had them. Like I have, I could actually show you on the ogre or something, maybe if it'll show it. If we go to the configure, you can see that there's what is this one? It's the neck. So we have like 1, 2, 3 bones kind of in the rib cage area, and so it was like this one right here that's like below the neck. This one was like moving when I was trying to do the run animation. It was just like bouncing around, and I didn't have any direct control over it. So that was really irritating. And I kind of deconstructed the Cascader example file, and they didn't even have this many bones. They just had like one big bone that kind of covered the whole rib cage section. So I just kind of I just reduced the amount of bones we had in here for the human, and that seems to have fixed it actually. So if we go in now, if we log into the game, your favorite redemption is broken. Oh, you know what? You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to do something before I started my stream. I apologize. Hang on. I'm so unprepared. I tried to like open up OBS and stuff ahead of time. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be so prepared today, and I totally forgot to open up Streamer Bot. Yeah, there we go. So now all those should work. You forgot to change your channel points to Charmbot. I haven't had time to do that yet. That was a last minute thing earlier today, but I don't know if I'll actually do that. It's kind of a joke, but I don't know, we'll see. I was thinking about since Padis has like a ranger themed one. I was wondering if I should do like an enchanter themed one or something, but anyway, let's maximize this. Let's log in, and I don't think I have a save of the issue I was having since I fixed it. So I can't really show you what it looked like when it was broken. But should be able to see that it's not doing it now. So at least like, I mean, we're having some other issues right now, as you can see, which I'm in the middle of fixing, but the issue in question with like a weird movement around the neck, at least it looks better. I can only see it when I'm running towards the sun, but so yeah, this looks like that one issue that I was trying to solve is solved, so it's progress. And then now we got more issues to fix, so that's fun. As you can see, the hair and ears are disappearing when you get too close to them, so that is something Ollie is aware of, and I need to provide him with the files in a specific way for that to be sorted. And obviously this run is not doing what it's supposed to be doing, and I need to figure out what's going on there. I'm not quite sure yet. It's probably something to do with the blend tree. Have I pulled latest? It seems fixed for me. I can try pulling again. I tried I was having some issues actually. It was doing a weird thing. Let's try this. Let me stash my changes. Actually, I can just do this right here. I don't think this is like revealing anything. Stashing my changes. There we go. Okay. So that just pulled update from master. So it says like I'm already up to date. So I think I might have maybe screwed something up when I did it though. Or it's related to the human, because I just re-imported him just now, so he might be broken again. But anyway, yeah, lots of stuff going on. I'll log into like a gnome or an ogre and see if those are fixed. And I forgot that Ollie dumped all of our characters. I logged in and everything was empty. I was like, oh no, what happened? I usually go with the dark one so I can see that the ears are busted. Yeah. So whatever fix Ollie did, it looks like it's working now on the other characters. So I need to figure out what he did, and I just need to make sure that's applied to the human. Yeah, so I need to ask him, I guess, what he did. Here's Nick. I can make his hair disappear. But yeah, so actually, but yeah, so that's anyway, so yeah, I'm getting a little distracted, sorry. So New Human is re-imported in again. It fixed some issues, but it broke some other stuff. It looks, I'm glad the animation, those other animations worked though. That's good. I want to blow up this rat real quick, and then I'll come on. Oh, this guard's gonna do some stuff. Stealing my rat. Oh, he can't catch it. It ran off. Speedy Gonzalez over there. But yeah, so camp. What do I need to do now? I think I don't know if I can. I might need to talk to Ollie about the blend trees and figure out why this leg is going weird, because I think even in the blend tree it does it properly. Unless I'm mistaken. Yeah, so I don't really know what's going on, because this is what it's supposed to look like. If we look, you can see that the foot doesn't fly off to the side like it does in game for some reason. So I'm not really quite sure what's happening there. It might be, it's probably related to the standing, but I don't know. I think maybe if we added like a walk in between animation or something, that might be, I don't know. But yeah, looks like he's kind of doing something weird now though. So maybe I think what's happening is the run isn't like going all the way to the maximum. Because if it goes all the way, it looks fine. But anyway, I was screwing with this sort of stuff on the NPCs, and they have like a slightly different. They have like a 2D blend tree, and I can like change the point at which it switches over to the other animation, and I kind of like made it like a harsher swap over, and it looked better from what I saw. So I don't know how to do that with this one though, because it's the 2D. It's got like the two different ones. So I don't know. That's a conversation I guess I need to have. I think I was going to talk to Ollie about the hair and the ears thing anyway. When I set those up, but anyway, I digress. What do I want to do right now, though? I think what I'd like to do is get the other characters with the rig set up. So go to the gnome, for example. Or, I mean, I don't know if I should even do that yet, because the way Ollie's doing the stuff. So what do I want to do? What should I do tonight? That's the question. I'm also concerned about the fact that I don't know if I updated properly or not, but new mob. I feel like I'm still kind of in the middle of the animation and character swap stuff, so I don't know if I'm ready to go back to that stuff until that's sorted out, because I think people are waiting on stuff. Feels like people are waiting on stuff, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. It only does it in game. Can I it does it even when I'm running really fast too, so at least everything else is working. The textures, there we go. Textures work. Also, like, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's get rid of this. So it's also like the stretching is not as bad too, which I'm really stoked about. Like, that's kind of the, like, 50% of the reason I wanted to do this change is like texture stretching and stuff. So that's pretty cool. So it's working. That's good. I just need to, like, this is just a UV issue I think I need to clean up, or yeah. So anyway, I guess what I should, I don't know, man. Because, like, I would say I would just set up the rest of the characters, but I don't know if Ollie is if that's going to screw up his stuff. Basically, is why I'm hesitating. Oh, you know what I was going to do though, because I didn't do the run, the strafe run correctly on the human. I can actually fix that real quick. If I open Cascader. We open recent. It's not there. So what I should have done with this, like, I have this is the strafe left, and I have the character turned like at a 45-degree angle, and I should have just gone full 90. That's where I kind of screwed up. So I need to fix that. So we'll just move that there. Because I was doing it, I was strafing in game, and I was noticing it was kind of like at an angle, so like a sliding angle. So I need to fix that, basically. Just make sure he's rotated all the way. I'm looking forward to getting back to doing character stuff though, or monster stuff, Keith. I still have the elemental needs to be kind of finished up. There's some UV stuff I need to do there, and there's the Ashira as well that I need to do the low poly for. So I think I can use the stuff I've learned off of tweaking the characters on those guys though. Like I can just start them in a pose from the get-go. So we don't have any problems. See if this will show it. So I guess since I've Cascader open as well, like I can show you like right here, that this little part of the neck right there, that was like jiggling crazily, like, and it was just that one little bit. So that was kind of the issue I was having, that I was trying to fix. And the issue, the fix I did was just simplify the rig a little bit, so that there's just one bone in the chest rather than there were like three. And so this one was like jiggling around, where like the neck and the chest were like bouncing around. It was just going sideways, and that was like causing a lot of problems for me. So I'm glad I got that sorted. And you know, maybe this could, I don't know if this run animation is good enough still, but it's definitely a lot better. I think it's pretty good. So let me save this. Save. So it's kind of fixing like best face. We should have that as an option. Peck face. Just the eyeball. It's got the eyes and the mouth. He's whistling. The nose. He's got a little beard. Whistle face. Yeah, so anyway, so that's saved. Let's export. I also, in screwing around with Cascader and stuff, I figured out that like another way to export and import animations across like different rigs and stuff, and that kind of worked a little bit better, which is good. So try and, this is the human male run left. And we need to do the right. But yeah, so I was kind of trying to fix like a couple things at one time. It was a little frustrating. I was like working all weekend, last weekend or whatever. Not this one that we just had. The previous weekend, I was struggling with the dang thing all weekend. I finally just did that change to the rig, and it worked. So so that's good. I'm glad that got that sorted. Hopefully, implementing this doesn't break other stuff. Unity's been pretty good about transferring animations and stuff, which I'm actually really surprised about. Human run right. This is the right one. Okay. Also, like, there was another issue that as well that I was fucking dealing with. So you'll see it here in a sec.
Hi, guys.
Oh, hi. Hi, Patus. Patus the Ranger. Import. So if we import this, it comes in all messed up, and like the scale is off, which actually transfers to the animation, which sucks. But the saving grace is that it's on the root bone, and they like it animates the root bone, and I can just delete those keyframes and just zero it out, and it everything else works fine. So that's very good that I can do that quick fix like that. And this is right. Let's delete this, rename that. So this works fine. Yeah, so if you look at the collarbones here, see how they're kind of bouncing around a bit? That same sort of bouncing movement and stuff was the same thing that was happening to the bone there was like an extra bone in there that we didn't really need. And that was what was causing that crazy jitter. So yeah. It's nuts, man. It's nuts. Animation and rigging and stuff. You get it's like a crash course. It's pretty cool though. I'm glad like it is kind of, it's like as frustrating as it is like when stuff doesn't work. It's cool that I'm still able to figure it out. I'm still like learning this stuff and still making progress. So I don't know. That's this one is run left, so get rid of this. And I've also noticed that for whatever reason the rotation when I import stuff gets like changed to negative 0.00009, and I can just zero that out before I do anything. Evening. Hey Nicodemus, how you doing, man? Okay, so let me re-export these for Unity. Export FBX. Selected only. This one is the run right. Oh, dang it. Run left. Export. Run left. Selected only. Okay. And I'll just close this one. I can just copy paste these into the folder and it'll update. Should be fine.
Do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll. Tenderly entering. Wow. Thank you. That's quite the entrance. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for tenderly entering. Tenderly entering. Where's my animation folder? Let me just make sure these are working. Okay, these should be fine. Skeleton illusion broken. I might have turned it off. Let me turn that back on. Platform. Enable. You should have it now. I turned it off because I was doing like a full skeleton stream because I didn't feel like being on camera the last couple streams. So, but yeah, it's back on now. Sounds like I just a WoW Battleground queue. Yeah, that's I totally ripped off the Warcraft like looking for group sound effect. Oh. My bad. I mean, I'm fine with that because I would have taken it personally. Like, oh wow, I didn't feel like being on camera this whole time, and then I'm feeling better about myself. And you're like, oh, this guy's fucking ugly. Let's make him a skeleton again. Wow, Trodak. Wow. Okay, so let me log in to the game. I want to just make sure that thing worked. It's always nighttime when I'm logging in. What the heck? I hope Nick doesn't mind me constantly changing that. Yeah, so there. I think that's good. And again, I don't know what's up with the foot yet. That's not supposed to be happening. It doesn't do it in the animation. But yeah, everything else that I was trying to fix with the character change is good though. So Ogre Cleric going to be a thing? Maybe. I don't think the class selection is finalized yet. But I just made one because. Okay, cool. So that's good. And I observed that the other animations were working pretty well, so that's pretty good. Maybe I should just go ahead and do the change. If I can do it, like if it's a quick thing I can do, then I could just do that and then have it done, and then Ollie can do his thing. So how do we do that? If we go to our oh man. I'm hideous. Open. Okay, so basically what I want to do is I'm going to close this. I don't need this for, I'm not going to need that for a while. Let's go to my human again. He is facing a direction. He's made some decisions. Okay. So we have this chest bone kind of like right in the middle there. Goes from, I've got a stomach and a chest. So I need to figure out where the best place for those are. Also, I connected the pelvis, I noticed. I don't know how or why these weren't connected before. But I'm gonna do that. So let's do this. And he's got a big stomach, so I guess this actually it's probably a good spot where it is. And then where's okay, so this is his neck. I can move this one down there. So let's do, let's get just a huge tract of land. Connected. Connected. Is there another bone inside there? Did I, hang on. Is this connected? I think there's like some weird, oh, there that one is. So far in there. Spine 2. Get out of here, spine 2. Okay. I think we're good there. Okay, and I'm just gonna, because I changed the names too, because with the other ones, there was like a bunch of different spine. There's like way too many spines. But with this one, there's just the chest and the stomach. So, and they named them specifically in Cascader as well. So I'm just like, I'm kind of like following their naming scheme. So I'm just trying to, I'm making changes, but I'm trying to make all the changes consistent. What is this doing? Oh, okay. Are these doing that too? Okay. I think that's fine. It's normal. Okay. I think that's all I needed to do. Just make sure everything else is connected. Stuff was getting, like the bones weren't like connecting to each other for some reason. I think it's probably, I don't know if it's because going in and out of Cascader did some stuff, but that's probably fine. Pelvis, stomach. Oh wait, what's this? Okay. Pelvis, stomach, chest. neck, head. Okay. Bones have an unusual shape to me. Large end and small end. Does the taper end have meaning, direction? Bones outside the body, just easier to grab. So the taper is like there's a head and a tail, like because they go in a direction. So when you, like, for example, if you connect a bone to another bone in a chain, they always connect at the head. This is the head, I believe, right? How do we check? Yeah, so that's the head. So it's like head to tail, the connection. So the taper is just, I think, more of a visual representation of which one's head and which one is tail. And you can see the direction of stuff. So for example, you can see these pelvis bones here. They're like hip bones or something. If I want to connect this, it's actually not connected directly to the pelvis bone. So if I want to connect these, I want them to be connected, but I don't want them to be where they. Anyway, so yeah, let's pretend I'm connecting these. So I'd select this one first, and then I'd select the one I want to connect it to, and then you would do, you just hit the parent button, and then if you just do a normal connection, it's gonna try and snap it to the the head to tail thing. So you can see that it jumps up and it connects here, and that's not where I want that particular bone, but I do want it to be connected to that bone. So you can connect it, but have it stay where it is. So it's like an offset connection. So they're still related to each other, but yeah, parent-child relationship, exactly. So that the reason for that is, like, obviously when you like let me go to this one so I can screw this one up and not break stuff. So like if we grab this arm, this is the upper arm, and you can see that the head is at the elbow and it connects to the forearm. That's the tail. The fat end is the tail of the forearm bone.
Hi guys.
So if I move, and they're connected that way, so that if I just select the upper arm and I move it, all the stuff that's parented below it, like the upper arm is the parent, and everything else below it is the child. So all the children are moving with the parent. And if you go down the chain, even if you just grab the forearm, the parent doesn't move anymore, but the forearm does, and everything that's a child of the forearm. And so that's kind of the basics of that. And again, you can have stuff parented, and it doesn't have to be directly connected. So for example, this is the scapula, your collarbone, and this actually is a parent of the arm, but you can see it's not connected directly, but they're still have a relationship. So I can still move this bone and it'll move the whole arm and everything below it. And just the direction of the shape of the bone is kind of an indicator of that. And you can change the way it looks. There's like a couple different view option, like shapes, and you can make them custom shapes and things too. This is just the default, and it works fine for me. I don't feel the need to change it. I'm not that advanced anyway. I'm sure there's reasons to change bones and stuff, but for what I'm doing, it's fine. That's the one I was hoping for. Hey, Zukin chat. Hey, John. I totally missed the cult member thing. It must have been the hey guys one or something. I was deep in discussing bone hierarchies. But yeah, so that's like the basics of how the bones connect each other in their relationship, and then the relationship between the bones themselves and the actual like mesh, the character model, is like a separate process. Because you like all the if I can get out of this mode, all the little points here, the verts, those are, you have to assign each one of these individually to a particular bone. You can assign 1 point to multiple bones if you want to. It's basically just making sure everything's assigned to a bone that's appropriate for that part of the body, so that when the bones move, that the mesh moves, you know, and in a way that makes it look like it's moving naturally. And you don't have to like go one by one and assign them. Like there's tools. It's like a brush. It's basically painting. Because it's actually called weight painting. That's what it's called. So if I were to do that, you guys have seen me do this before. This is weight painting. Like you can see if I select the upper arm bone, we can see what verts are assigned to that bone, and you can see at to what degree that they are influenced by it, because it's not just like a binary, it moves or it doesn't move. At least it doesn't have to be. It can be if you want it to be. But for organic stuff, it's kind of it's more, it's it's not a black and white situation. So we have like the middle of the arm being the most influenced, and then as you get away from that, it fades to to green, to yellow, to green, to blue, and then to black. And obviously it's like a heat map, so the farther away you get, the darker it gets, the less influence. And the reason you don't want it to just like have it like a harsh cutoff is because at least with these low poly meshes, you kind of want stuff to slowly bend in certain places, and other places it's sharper and stuff. But yeah, for the most part, I've noticed that having a relatively soft fade is worked out. There was actually you know what, that was something else that I was messing with on the gnome. I was trying a different I wonder if I can add that. So I can screw stuff up. Where's my edge slide? Yeah, there was like this. I was messing with this on the gnome, where if I do a specific edge, if I like stack a bunch of edges like this in a certain way, I can get the elbow to bend kind of in a cleaner way. So I was gonna try that and see if it helps us at all. I was screwing with it on the gnome until I totally forgot about it until just now. Black is no influence, red is full influence. Correct. Yeah. Black is, yeah, obviously 0. It's like a heat map, or like if you ever seen one of those it's just like a representation, it's not necessarily like these things, same sort of thing. Just kind of color visual of strong versus weak versus none and that sort of thing. So yeah, and there's different ways, there's different options and stuff. Like if we go to that again, you can, there's like some options here. They don't have a, oh, that's interesting. Yeah, there's some options which I don't really mess with. Yeah, that's what that's for. I was gonna subtract this. I don't know if this is gonna break stuff. Let's find out. Run forward, probably. Oh, had us the Ranger subscribed. Oh, you got a gift from Nicodemus. Thanks, Nicodemus. Man, you're awesome, dude. You're handing out subs all over the place, dude. That's cool. I appreciate that. I'm gonna change this texture because it's not actually the best for this. Where's my shader? I don't know if that's actually even the best one for this. Human skin. Hopefully, yeah, that's yikers. I don't know if this is gonna work out for. Of course, I also didn't fix the UVs with that, I think. Beaver. Oh, Keith throwing money out too? You guys are crazy. Oh, that chain looks cool. Nice. Oh yeah, the chain armor. Yeah, that's one of the textures that we were using to test to make sure stuff's looking good. I get the best lessons from streams. You guys are the best. Thanks, man. Two can play this game. Are you guys gonna have a gift sub off over there? I just close this. Let's just select this. Okay. Just redo that. Okay, so that, maybe I'll unpin these. I don't know. It's been so long since I've worked in Maya, specifically with UVs and stuff. But I don't remember it being as much of a breeze as Blender. Whitechapel. Hype train coming. If you, I don't know if you guys keep doing that. I'm starting to regret that song I picked for that. That's not a great song to hear back to back over and over. I didn't expect anybody to give me any money, so okay, so let's see, we'll probably want to add some stuff here. Let's pull his arm back. had some influence there. 100% hype train. I don't even know what a hype train is, but thank you guys. That's really awesome of you.
Hi guys.
That was automated, thank you. This is Nordan 24. Hey man. You got a gift sub? You just showed up. I don't know if you've been here or not, or you haven't chatted before, but you just got a gift sub just hanging out. That's cool. My SUV tools have gotten a lot better over the past 10 years. Yeah, I don't doubt it, but I guess I'll have to see if I can just watch you, or maybe figure out how to get my hands on. Maybe I need to sign up for another like student account thing or something. Maybe I want to subtract these. I'm just curious because like, but the way I can like easily do some quick edits and stuff in Blender is just, you know, thebomb.com. So hype train level 2 hype train gives, is that like an automatic thing or something? I'm such a noob with that stuff. Best sub sound. Yeah, it was funny when I like set it up. I was like, haha, this is so funny. But you know, after hype train, I guess it's kind of like a, oh, what have I done to myself? Ah, this is cool. I like how that looks really good actually, how that deforms. That's really cool. Whoever shared that image, that thing online, thank you. Wonder if I can get the elbow to be more pronounced too. Yeah, this is what the popular streamers get to see. Yeah. Yeah, this is the first time like that's ever happened. So thanks guys. That's really cool. Really generous of you guys. Now my stream metrics are like, oh, you gotta do better next time, bro. Gotta get like 10 hype trains. Oh, this is weird. I don't know, that's supposed to be moving so much like that. Also, what I wanted to mention, kind of jump back on the bones thing. You'll notice that we have these little drumsticks coming out of the hands right here, and we got a little drumstick coming out of the forearm there. Those are also bones, but those don't actually interact with the mesh. They're kind of, think of them as like an anchor or something, where that's where when you equip an item like a sword or a shield, the sword and the shield is like a separate object in the engine, but it needs, in order to kind of stick on the character and move properly, it needs something to hang on to, and you don't really want to do that on the actual bones that are animated. So you add like these extra kind of attachment bones and stuff, where there's no animation data on it. They're along for the ride. They're parented to the actual bones that are moving, and you can name them like specifically to be connection points, yeah. And so that's what these ones are. If you guys were curious, I think someone in a previous stream was asking about the drumsticks. So yeah, that's what those are for. They're so we can connect stuff. See if we can that's pretty cool. I kind of dig I probably don't want to do that actually. Let's subtract this one. Subtract. Yes, queen. Yes. Ooh, that's like okay. Yeah, so I really dig that. The way you guys are probably like, why is this guy freaking out about elbows? But it's actually kind of tricky getting stuff to deform, like the body deforming on itself like that. That's kind of the whole reason I went through this whole ordeal with changing the body, the armpits. Because the way the arm was deforming on the side of the chest and the shoulder was looking really weird. So I had to redo the geometry there, and I was one of my friends shared like a tweet on how to get like fingers to deform properly, and I was like, oh, I bet I could use that for the arms on this as well. It's like the same sort of thing. So it turns out, yes, it does work, and it looks pretty dope. So I'm stoked. Only 10 subs in the stream, sad. Hey Keith, open up that wallet, boy. If you're unhappy with the 10 subs. No, you don't have to do that, please. Choo choo. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we need any more of the Batman dance song. That's what that is, by the way. Oh, what is happening here? That is not cool. It's kind of pinching a bit. Let's add a little bit there. Try and well, that's a small part, so it's probably fine. There's only so much I can do, you know? I am just a mere mortal. It's probably fine. Let me subtract this. Like yeah. Let's try and soften this. And another reason that the heat map is kind of useful is you can see where areas are like kind of weirdly clumping and stuff. Like you can see how there's a bit of red around here and a bit of red around here, but it kind of tapers back to yellow in the middle there. So you could see, you could at a glance, you could see that that's like a little uneven. So if I wanted to, I could add a little bit more influence right here and just make it kind of a little bit more even. Try not to overdo it. There's actually even a smudge brush, interestingly, a smear, which I think is cool. It's a good way to I haven't really messed with it too much though, but it's a good way to even stuff out. I think that's the intention of it. It's interesting, to say the least. So anyway, that's yeah, the weight painting is something that is kind of notoriously disliked by a lot of people. You know, oh man, this smear is actually pretty dope. Gonna lie, it's kind of helping smooth stuff out. That's cool. Now I gotta I had to do it anyway, I guess, to re-import, but so yeah, that turned out really well on the elbows there, so I'll probably do that. I'm not really, it doesn't really do it for the pointed elbow though. I could
Do a barrel roll.
keep screwing with it, but I might just leave it. When the game goes gold and gets released, I will be one of those crazy players telling my guild, dude, you'll never know how much attention to detail went into the animations. You can want it to be perfect. Thanks for the follow. Oh man, Gianello. I'm awful at pronunciation. I apologize if I got that wrong, which I most likely did. But thanks for the follow, man. Yeah, Nicodemus, man, I can be a little bit of a perfectionist and very particular. So it's actually, it kind of gets in the way sometimes, but sometimes it works out. Okay, so how's this looking? This honestly, what I'm doing right now is like a little bit less about the animation itself, and more about the deformations of the mesh. Oh man, these knees are probably not going to help me. Wonder if I could just collapse those and then what is, oh, that's the leg. Let's do all that. And I want, so the part that compresses, here's the trick. You don't leave them kind of in the middle. For the stuff that compresses, you stretch that out. And then for the stuff that stretches, you squish it in a bit. So the knee will be, these edges will be closer, and then the inside of the leg will be farther apart so that it stretches in a good way, I guess, in theory. Oh dear. So that needs some work. Let's do, also let me just make sure the legs are fine. Oh man. With Jolly 791 subscribed. Thanks for this the Prime sub. Bunch of people I'm not familiar with, so if you guys are new and hopping on and enjoying it, thanks. It's awesome of you guys. Tenderly Entering says the head bob makes it seem like he's jamming to a tune. Yeah, it might need some tweaking. But it's still certainly better than what it was. And once I like get the weights and stuff sort of more squared away, I think that'll be a better time to really do a polish on the animation and stuff. Okay. Yes. That's cool. Yeah, I'm really glad whoever posted that tweet did it, because this is really working out for me. I think. Yeah, that's maybe a little not great, but we can but you can see even with the heat map, like it's a little uneven, right? And even probably on this one, it's uneven. So I can kind of fix that easily. So actually now would be a good time to switch that texture to see what it looks like. Shader. I wish I had kept it actually. I don't think I have it in there. Is it still in the blend file? Yeah, nice. Oh, that one. Oh, dude, that looks dope. Yeah, and so there's this is the chain, and actually this is why we have the chainmail texture to like see this sort of stuff. So I actually need to go back to the elbows here and try and clean this up some more. Try and reduce some of this stretching, perhaps. Well, first time seeing chain, awesome. Yeah, I'm surprised actually we haven't seen any. This is like some of the first stuff that Goblin's done. There's some weird stretching and stuff. With the neck, I don't know. I'm hoping that like we're gonna be kind of painting off a lot of that. The neck is just more of kind of a transition, because this doesn't, unless he like paints it differently so that it's specific for this part of the body or something. But yeah, it doesn't really like the neck area so much. And it's kind of stretching on these elbows here, so it's probably going to do it no matter what, but at least I can maybe try and reduce it. So probably won't notice so much anyway, honestly. There's no matter what I do, there's going to be stretching, right? So true story, the chain is my only minor contribution to the... Oh, was that you, Pattis? I thought Goblin did it. But yeah, it does look cool. And now it doesn't stretch so badly, so it was a combo. Gotcha. Yeah, I think did you like have some sort of like chain texture or something, and then he kind of added some highlights and cleaned it up or something. I don't know. Either way, yeah, it looks cool. And I think I'm pretty good with these legs. I don't think I need to really do anything else. Nothing's obscenely. It could be cool to get this as kind of a sharper knee if I could. I wonder if I can just add a bunch of influence to this, and if that will do it. It's probably might stretch some stuff though. Also, I wonder if the position of the go back to A pose. I wonder if pushing the knee. I think you're not really supposed to with rigging. From what I understand, from what I've heard and read, you're not placing bones like a human skeleton location sort of thing. You like, I think of the human skeleton, it actually the knee bone is actually like right there on the front, but I have it in the middle of the leg because you actually want, I think generally speaking, that sort of stuff in the middle of the mesh. But I'm wondering in this case if I should be moving it. I don't know if that would, because I'm just wondering if I moved it forward, would that give me a more pointy knee or something? But I don't know, man. But I actually want to do this. Some quick UV doodads here. Run forward. I don't know. I think it's probably fine, right? Let's go back to the shader. Let's switch back to the naked one so I can see this. I think maybe this I want to clean up slightly, and then I'll probably call it done. Say, actually, let me try something else real quick. Can I move this while it's... No, that's something else. Okay, that's not doing anything, so I'll just not do that. I was just trying to like see if I could move the geometry in a way that this would deform okay without having to weight paint anything, but I think I just need to add a little bit there. I set up some things with a material I had used previously and passed, to him to refine it. I hear chainmail is very important to rangers. I like the piecemeal look of the chain plate leather together. Yeah, I'd love to see, I'm looking forward to seeing like some more like full outfits and stuff. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's fine. I need to stop like screwing with this. It's I feel like I'm getting into noodle territory with this, so it's fine. But yeah, that looks pretty good. I like those changes with the joints. That was pretty cool. So fun. So now that that works, I get to freaking do it to all the other characters. So that's fun. This has all the animations though, so it's safe to save this one. I'm just gonna make sure that the UVs are okay real quick. Oh god. Okay. Okay, so let me put this back in a pose and I'll save this. Have all the animations been done for this model? How many did there turn out to be? No, we're still working on stuff. And with some of these changes, it's gonna kind of require some redoing a little bit of the animations that we already have, which it's a little bit of a setback, but I think it's one that's worthwhile because in the end the character will look better. And a lot of those animations were kind of either placeholdery or like needed more refinement, or like they were first pass, so it wasn't worth like spending a lot of time on them. And now that we get like the character in a more finished state, and we need to go through those animations again anyway, for like a polish phase, so we can kind of get them up to date with the new rig and then do a polish pass as well if we need to. So either way, we need to kind of do another pass on them. And it's good that we kind of waited a bit to make sure that the character was how we wanted and needed it to be, in my opinion. But yeah, more polish is always better, in my opinion. Yeah, I tend, like, at least my workflow is very iteration based. Like, so, does this guy have any animations in here? Probably, right? No, none. Okay. That is because this is the A pose ogre. Okay. Let me turn off. Where's my viewport? Let's turn off these. Okay. So I did that quick fix with the ogre body there with the bones. So I need to make sure that since I changed the bones, I need to make sure that the weights are assigned properly to the new situation. The situation. We got a situation over here. Oh shit! Look at it. Look how small his neck is. He doesn't really have a neck bone. Poor guy. So I need to. I think what I want to do probably is just export this and see what it looks like with if I throw in the cascader. So let's do that. Save this, export. New scene. And we'll import model. We'll import the new ogre there. Biological fact. Ogres are, on average, 90% torso. Ogres are onions. They have layers, okay? You don't know that they're 90% torso because there's a lot of layers there. Chest. Okay, so this is the correct one. Stomach. Let's go to the quick rig. Pelvis. Toe. Stomach. Chest. Shoulder. Forearm. Where's my hand? Hand. Neck. This this like quick rig thing is like so dope. What's happening here? It's like it just kind of throws a rig on there that's pretty accurate really quickly. And with the amount of times lately I've like gone back and forth between Blender and changing stuff, it's such a time saver. So I'm very happy. It's with the critters, I have to do it manually, and it's very time consuming. Okay. Oh, dojo. What he lacks in neck bones, he makes up for it in the belly. Oh, he doesn't have a belly bone. I mean, technically, he has the stomach bone, but that's not like, it doesn't make it jiggle really. Actually, I think I could do this though, but that's not really what you want. So that works. Oh shoot, I can't do that. If we throw a texture on there. So this looks pretty good. I might need to add some more to the, where's my commands? Go back to default pose. I might need to add more influence to the collarbone, because it looks like it's kind of doing this thing. I don't think I wanted to do that. I don't think your shoulder does that. So that's something that needs to be fixed. Everything else hasn't, I don't think nothing else changed. So I'm not worried about, let's see how the head goes though. I think that's probably acceptable. I mean, I don't really like how that does that, but that might be, or I might not have a choice in that there. I should be writing these down as a loading screen message. Writing down what? The ogres are 90% torso. If anything, I think the gnomes are 90% torso. Did you see that, Keith? Did Keith see what? Ogre has a torso face. But yeah, so let's go back here real quick and we'll do weight paint and we'll go to this. This one needs to be timeline so I can see what I'm doing. Ogre Enchanter casts illusion torso face. Oh man, you know what, John? You just we should have like a monster in the game that's like has a torso for a face or something like that. Something from some sort of plane of fear type thing or something. We should totally do that. And that makes a lot of sense to me. It's an idea for the old notebook. Okay. So go back to weights. Let's make sure we're adding a little bit. There's also, I gotta also make sure that the chest is not getting screwed either. I just want a little bit here just to fill this. Can I paint from here? Oh, I can. Let's check that out. Okay, that looks pretty good, right? It doesn't have to be. I'm not trying to make it crazy or anything, I think. Torso face hits you for 6-pack face. Torso face hits you for 6-pack. That's pretty good. Pose mode. How does that look when we do other things? That looks pretty natural. That looks pretty good. What do you guys think? I want to make sure. Oh shit. When I do that, I want to make sure I'm throwing on texture, like an armor texture. So, because like, I want to make sure that oh, I need to select this. Want to make sure that the textures are not stretching like in a bad way. That's kind of why we're doing this whole thing. Why I'm doing this whole thing. So that looks pretty good. So I wish I had the an idle pose that I could throw in here or something real quick. But oh, and these kind of rotate out. So I just need to make sure that that is not the forward rotation like this isn't too crazy, but that looks pretty good. I guess let's push it and see what it does, because I feel like that's pretty good still. When it does some crazy, obviously that's maybe a little bit much, but I think that's still like better than it was, you know? I don't know. You guys you don't really remember what it looks like by comparison probably, but this looks way better than it did when it was like stretching in weird ways. Yeah, man, this looks good. And I want to remember to do that stuff to the elbows, I think, as well. And it's already kind of got it on the knees, I think. I could just co-opt what these are. Yeah. Cool. Progress, guys. Progress. It's incremental, and you probably don't remember what it looked like before, so the comparison isn't really there, but trust me when I say this is an improvement. Nice. Drodak is Nicodemus is gifted one.
Make it chunkier.
Oh, make it chunkier. Drodak has been gifted a tier 1 sub, and that wording is weird. Awesome. You guys have been really generous tonight. I appreciate it. That's really cool. Okay, so weight paints, I think we're good. I've changed the rig, I changed the weight paints. The only thing I wanted to do was, let's do this, let's merge these like this. Trying to remember if there's anything else I did or wanted to do while we're in this stage. These will probably want to slide. Maybe even push these out so that he's got like chonker legs, you know? Got to make them chonkier, you know what I mean? Those are the rules. And then we need to do that with this too, I think. Oh, it's not going to do it. It doesn't so you can mirror stuff. There's like a mirror, but it doesn't mirror every action you do. It mirrors like when you're moving stuff that already exists. So just got to make sure you're paying attention when you're adding stuff. Gonna get into a pickle otherwise. And when you're merging things, it doesn't do that for you either. Just got to know what's going on. Yeah, so these ones are compressing. I want them to be spread out more. Okay. And then when you screw with the mesh like that, you need to make sure you screw with the UV maps. So select. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, you know what? Oh, I already closed it. Let me open that human back up real quick. I just want to make sure I did something that I meant to do. I think I did. This looks fine. Yeah, okay, we're good. Just want to make sure that stuff was still lining up. Because it doesn't line up, and it reminded me of the human. Just wanted to make sure I did actually clean that up because I couldn't remember. Do you guys so this is something I was kind of curious about. I kind of stopped playing any sort of music in the background on my streams because I listen to my own stuff, and it's like if I play it, I'll get copyright strike. So I figured I just do no music and listen to my own stuff and allow you guys to listen to your own stuff in the background if you want to. Or I guess I've also noticed that in kind of listening to my own stuff back, it's almost like a podcast, like with just the audio. So I was kind of curious, like, what are your guys' thoughts on that and how's it going? Do you listen to music in the background, or is it just a podcast for you guys, or does it bother you that there's no music? I was kind of we had a short conversation about that before at one point when I was trying to decide how to do that, but I've just been doing this for a while, so I was just curious what people think of it, that sort of thing. I kind of like the no music. I find it distracting in most streams. Very hard to get the right volume level. Yeah. I'm glad you like it, because I kind of dig it too, actually. I'm starting to and I'm like, you know, everybody can still listen to the stuff on their own end if they want to, I suppose. Depending on what device you're listening on, I suppose. But yeah, I'm listening to, I got YouTube music going. Like I said, I was on like a 90s alternative rock kick right now. So, but it's cool. Yeah, I'm kind of into it. Okay, so I don't have an animation on this guy yet, so that's what I was kind of in the middle of with Cascader when we got sort of distracted, I guess. So since I've made some of these edits, I'll save this and we'll throw it back into Cascader, and I'll see if I can get copy paste like a run, the ogre run in there or something. When I'm working on art at home, I put like podcasts on or vibe music to help with creativity. Yeah. I think music is uh-oh, what's this? What's going on with your chest there, buddy? Is it not lining up? How did this occur? Somehow the UV's got a little screwy on this guy too. Interesting. That's weird that happens sometimes. I guess it's because I was screwing with stuff, but I didn't do anything to the torso. It's probably something that happened when I was fixing the armpits, and I just never got around. I never like fixed those or something. But what's going on? Why is this still weird? Well, I need to sync that up with the human or something. Oh, hell yeah. I like D&D podcasts or ones about silly facts. Like, no such thing as a fish. Music. I prefer stuff with no lyrics. Yeah, that's actually a good point, Beaver. Like, stuff with no lyrics, depending on what I'm doing, I guess. Because, like, right now, I got stuff with lyrics. I guess if it were, like, background... If I was actually playing music that was in the background, maybe having no lyrics would be more important, but yeah. Interesting. Ogres could have armor sets that quite not fit right. Showing belly. Ogre midriff calendar. Maybe. The only thing though is we're setting up the UVs so that everybody has like the same UV set, so we can use the same texture on all the different races. So if we give ogres a mid-drift, everybody has a mid-drift. So keep that in mind when you suggest things to Goblin. He'll do it, man. He'll do it. I'll sort that out later. That's not what I want to deal with right now. And that's an easy fix. So again, let's export this. I don't remember if I do this or not, actually. Let's just do that anyway. Let's just I don't remember what I do with that one. New scene, import model. When I'm working, it's a lot of Apex or Aphex, Twin, and Jazz in the background. Sometimes on the turn sorry. Sometimes on the turntable. Oh, so it forces me to get up and flip the record. Oh, interesting. All or none, I see. Players probably wouldn't be a fan of the midriff. Probably the best choice. I mean, we could do it and it could be like an outfit. Like, just because we have the texture and it works across everybody doesn't necessarily mean that we will give that texture to everybody. Like, for example, we could make like an ogre guard texture that is specific, like kind of designs sort of specific to the ogre. Technically it would still work on like a gnome or something, but it may not be like a texture that we assign to an item that would at least easily be accessible to a gnome somehow. Would be, at least that's kind of the logic that I'm imagining. Like, just because we can doesn't mean we should, sort of situation. But we'll see how it pans out, because it you know, it's still cool to, it still would be kind of cool to have like an ogre guard armor on a gnome or something. Okay. Is that the pelvis? Yes, that is. Okay. Head, neck, shoulder L. Oh, I missed that one. Hand. Hold this for me. I need the stomach one. Stomach. Chest. Okay. Generate. Oh yeah, there we go. That's what we're talking about. I think that looks acceptable. I mean, it looks weird if you stretch it in a weird way like this. I don't know if that's, it could be like he checking his, rolling his shoulder or something like that. I think that's fine. It looks a little bit weird like this, but I think if in the actual animation, if it were doing something like that, the rest of the body might be contorted in a way that makes it look more natural. So I think the weights look good on this. Oh, you know what I didn't do though? actually, let's just do this. Oh, I know I didn't do this. And this is the next step, actually. I need to fix the arm there and probably the leg. But I needed an animation to do that with. So that is why that is the next step. Yeah, and the fun thing is once I get through all this on the ogre, I get to do it all over again with the gnome. But I think again it's definitely worthwhile. And I'm pretty happy with the progress. And so this month, kind of doing this sort of fix was a main part of my goal for this month, for July. But also, I wanted to get in the. I already sort of started the female human. I don't know if I'll be able to get the female gnome and female ogre in this month as well, but I'm trying those kind of the next things to come through. And I still need to do the Shira and fire element, or the elemental. So oh, there's some more weight paints that maybe need to be dealt with here. I don't know. I suppose you'd rotate your hips in that situation, right? Like if this was a kick. That doesn't look too bad, actually. Let's do this. Oh, what? Why you do this? What's happening here? Oh, I grabbed the wrong thing. Oh yeah, look at that kick. That's a warrior kick right there. Right in the face. Rotator cuff. It's worth the effort, sir. Makes me appreciate how time intensive animation is. Yeah, animation is it's such a time sink. It's crazy. Oh, I probably need to maybe do something about this transition as well. So this is actually I should actually save this as an animation so I can let's go to like 16. I don't know. And then I'll go back to T pose for a second. And so let me finish reading this first. I couldn't imagine the amount of work involved in like a Pixar movie. Yeah, so obviously there's a boatload of work there, but they're also like better at it than I am, and they have better tools, I think, to get the job done. So I think, you know, it's still a lot of work, but I feel like they probably manage it better. I'm kind of like sort of learning on the job here, because like while I've done some animation. I'm sort of familiar with rigging and animation. I'm not like, I haven't done it a whole lot because most of my experience is just kind of in college. So this is sort of a crash course for me in figuring it out in a production environment. Pixar uses NURBS too, Shutter. Do they still do that? I thought that was just like some early, they used to anyway. Yeah, I thought that was like their early stuff. That's what they did. But it's not actually, because the college I went to was in Emeryville. It was like near Pixar, the Pixar studios. I actually I toured around Pixar, and before Brave came out, I actually saw some of the work they were working on. And interestingly, before like the working title before it came out, it was actually called The Bear and the Bow. So that's kind of cool. They may have transitioned away, but they were still using it when I was in school, I believe. Yeah. I mean, I don't know the details, but I know that they did and they don't now or something. I don't know. It's I never really paid too much close attention to like the film because I wasn't really super into the film side of 3D art. Because what I don't like about the film side, and I'm not like knocking them or anything, it's just like the workflow is kind of different because in a game, everything that happens on screen has to happen, you know, in real time, and you have to make things work in real time, right in front of you, more or less. But with film, you can there like, because it's pre-recorded, you know, it's film. They can do a lot of tricks where they, like, for a specific scene, if the character needs to do a specific sort of like stretch or something, they can just swap. They can make a totally different rig specifically to stretch the character or something like that, and then they can just use it for that one scene, and then for the other scenes they use a different one, so they can, you know, swap things out like that. And so that sort of thing, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, I guess I didn't like the thought of that sort of thing when I was learning, because I was still trying to get the grasp at the fundamentals. Dry mouth. I was trying to, you know, still understand the fundamentals of things, and the fact that I would then have to learn all these other things. I don't know. I was just like, you know, and I was I like games more anyway, so. But yeah, what I was gonna say, back to Cascader. There were like two tools actually that, two functions of this program that were kind of big sellers for us when we were looking at it. The first one being that autophysics stuff. I guess so, this other thing is sort of related to that, but so the autophysics thing that I talked about sort of in a different stream. It's that green character that kind of bounces around, which it hasn't really been super helpful, not as helpful as I was hoping it would be. But the other one is it's like a auto pose mode, which actually is kind of cool. So if I turn it on right now, it'll change the controls to like these green ones, and I can just grab a couple of these and I push them down, and it sort of like moves the whole body based on what I'm doing. And one thing that I really like about it is it plants the feet, like it recognizes where the floor is. So if I grab the foot, it like really plants it there. Whereas if I'm doing the other control mechanism, you can push the feet through the floor, and that's really annoying sometimes. So this is pretty cool that it recognizes, you know, where the floor is. That's helpful. So this has been kind of interesting to use, but it's also a little, if you're trying to do, it's not good for like delicate movements because it moves everything, but it's cool at like getting broad strokes poses. That's why it's called auto pose mode. So if we do this, I'm just putting it in like a pose just for the purpose of this. So, and then let's just do that. Bring this down. Okay, let's not do that one. Oh, that didn't do what I thought I was going to do. Interesting. Guess that didn't push him forward enough for that. But anyway, yeah, so that's kind of a quick thing on auto pose. Let me pull this, I'll pull his foot more forward. Oh shit, look at that. That's the kick. I don't know if we like this anymore. Oh, that's a wimpy one. Anyway, that's like not a super realistic, and look, he's hopping. That's not great. Anyway, this is more of kind of a, this isn't a super important animation I'm doing right now. This is more or less something I need to export. Super kick. This is more of like a make sure my weights are working okay kind of animation. But it's kind of an interesting kick that actually I could maybe use as the base of an actual animation. And where the is my, okay. Let's go down to 16 or something. Oh, look at that. Foot to the face. So game animation versus film animation, apples versus oranges. Should foot come up higher and back some before slamming? Oh, that's better. Yeah. Would be funny to see ogres kick doors in with a belly bump. That's an interesting idea. I don't know. I don't know if we'll have an animation for opening stuff though, but that's an interesting idea. Biological fact: ogres push out with their gut. The moment their knees touch their belly, giving them up to 35% more force behind the kicks. So they use their gut as propellant. That's what you're saying. What was I don't know if this actually, oh, maybe it does, the arms at least. I was about to say like, oh, this animation that I just made doesn't actually help me what I was trying to do, but this actually, oof. They belly bump their own leg on the kick. It's genius level tactics, really. Can they do that when they're wearing like plate armor though? That's the question. That was actually something that I was concerned about with like having too much motion on the belly. Because I was like, it would look funny when they're not wearing anything, but what about when they're wearing, you know, armor and stuff? It doesn't make sense. Racial ability belly bump. I wonder if this will help me with the legs or not. Kind of. Love me some knee focus stream. Hell yeah. That's how we do. Getting the whole knee area. Adding and subtracting. So probably not safe for work, really. Subtract this and see what it looks like. Oh, that's maybe too much. I think we need to actually add some. I think that's why I had it on there, because this actually needs to compress a little bit. Yikes. Yeah, maybe the legs I had before were okay for what he is. He's a monster, that's what he is. Yeah, so I was hoping to maybe kind of apply some of the same principles to the ogre as I did with the human, but it might not actually work on him so well. Keep your eye on the waistline on the left. That's what I'm touching right now. Touching his waistline. That's not too bad actually. Can I get this to do something? It's pretty bendy, pretty stretchy for a big boy. Look at that. Oh, in the chest. That's what I was going to do that too. Thanks for reminding me, guys. Hi, guys. Thanks, Sean. Thanks for the reminder. Just add some little blips in here. Just a little blip blip. Yeah, it doesn't need to be too much. Don't like how that doesn't mirror properly. Wonder if we can get this smoothed out any way. How would we do that? Just add more here. Ooh. What are we on the chest? Yeah, this we need definitely want the armpit on the chest, I think, right? That looks pretty good. Look at him, he's so man, he's so cool. Such a dynamic pose. So talented. I gotta head out. Night all. Thank you, Zukin, for always the stream. Thanks, Nicodemus. Good night, and thanks for all those the gift subs and everything. That was really cool of you. I don't want to touch that anymore. It looks pretty cool, actually. I wonder if I want to add a little bit more to the these bones or not. Just so it's like the shoulders don't go chkaw so much. Actually, it looks like it adding more makes it worse. So how would I do that? Maybe add more to the chest and bring it down. Yeah, man. I dig it. There's still well, there's still kind of a lot of stretching on those, but it's definitely not as bad. But that pose he's jumping to isn't really like the intended target. So, but yeah, cool. Oh, I thought Nick was. I thought we were talking about the other Nick, and I was like, oh, didn't see he was even. But no. Okay. Why does this look weird? Is that the neck? Why does the neck look weird? I don't think that's a good idea, actually. Okay. All right. I'll call that good for now. Okay, I can delete this. I think it's probably safe to do that. Save this. Get a little stretch. Don't forget to stretch, guys. So I guess, well, what I'll probably do, we're kind of approaching, we're at 8:30, almost 8:40, kind of approaching the end of the stream here. I think what I want to do is just kind of pop this back into Cascader. I'm going to see if I can transfer the original run animation from the old rig to this new one, kind of see what it looks like. And then it might be kind of the end once that's you know, I'm not gonna have much time to do much else. I think I'm kind of starting to feel some fatigue here. This is kind of because we're talking about chairs on my last, I think it was the last stream. I was asking people what their computer chairs are or their gaming chairs, and I looked into one of the ones I was interested in for me, and the like the minimum, because like I have my chair really low because my desk is really low, and I determined that the minimum height of that chair I was looking at is too tall for my desk. So I think what I have to do is actually get a new desk if I want to get a new chair. So that's kind of a lot of stuff. So that I don't know if I'm gonna jump right on buying all that shit. But yeah, I've been talking about getting like a sit stand desk forever. I'm kind of wondering if how that would affect my you know, energy and posture and all that. Don't save. I can close that. Let's close this one too. We don't need this. Import model. Let's import this. Let's throw that rig on again. Oops. Pelvis. Neck. Monster Energy. I don't do the I don't do energy drinks. I don't do energy drinks. I don't do soda. I don't do alcohol. I drink water. And sometimes I splurge and I drink chocolate milk. That's it. But I get the fancy flavored sparkling water, so you know. Generate rig. Okay, so let's go and open. Let's go to my ogre. Let's do ogre mail run forward. And so one trick, so anybody using Cascader, here's a cool trick. Basically what I want to do right now is I want to transfer this run animation from this file, from this character, from this rig to this new, it's the same body, but I've kind of drastically changed, well, I guess drastically, I've drastically changed the rig. I've made significant alterations, so I think I could probably honestly just copy paste if I wanted to. That actually seemed to be kind of working. Let's go down to this. Let's see if this works. But I found another way that also kind of works. Yeah, that actually kind of worked. So that's one way. You can just literally copy and paste frame by frame if you want, but also I found one thing that works pretty well is if you go down to export, or if you go up to export, let's see if this works. Did I fix this? Yeah. So if you go export FBX and then you go to without mesh, You want to export the animation without mesh. So let's do let's change this to ogre male run. Oh, we want this to be forward. So we're exporting this without the mesh, and that's pretty much just going to kick out the rig with the animation data on it, and then you can import that. If you go up here to import FBX animation, and you just select that, it imports it pretty well. It does it. Oh, it doesn't do a good job. What's happening? Did I do it wrong? Let's try this again. I don't know why it's not working. It's worked before, so I guess maybe that doesn't work in all cases. So let's go back to copy paste. That did work. 6. Oh no. Let's get rid of these. 18. So I guess there's, depending on what's going on, there's because animation stuff is pretty tricky, or finicky I should say. So yeah, we that worked pretty well. Let me see what that looks like with the texture on. See if there's any sort of weird moving parts here. Yeah, that worked. Like transferred it pretty well. So yeah, those are two ways you can transfer animations across files and across stuff with different rigs and stuff. So that worked pretty well. Copy paste, frame by frame, or I did have success with exporting it without the mesh. I'm not sure what happened there, but it did work before when I was working on the GNOME. So, what did I miss here? I've never had an energy drink or alcohol either. I think I've probably like tasted an energy drink before, but I can't, like, it doesn't taste good. So, and I like tasted some beer before, and I didn't, and wine and stuff, and I didn't like it. So just never got into that stuff. Can you focus on the gnome stomping animation? Thanks for the bits. We've been lied to. That one kick, I think I didn't save it though. Actually, I guess I did save it because I had to export it. So yeah, we have that super kick still. I could make that the gnome stomp or something, but yeah. So this let's close this. Also, one thing I want to do real quick. I want to make sure let's get rid of these. I'm just backing up my my stuff here. So let me save this. This is the run forward. Ogre mail run forward save. And so I can save this out. I can export this, and we'll put it into Blender and see if I need to do any more sort of weight painting, clean up bits and pieces. This has basically been my workflow though. You know, rig it in Blender, weight paint it in Blender to the best of my ability based on, you know, what I think it's gonna need. Then I throw it into Cascader and I do some animation stuff to get, you know, what, you know, if we have an animation, I can just copy paste it, or I can, you know, kind of quickly make an animation easily in there. Whoa. Delete this. We got some weird issues with this one, looks like. I had this issue on the human before as well. And it's this one. So I need to figure out what's going on with that. Not a fan of that. Anyway, that's something I need to sort out as well, but oh, this needs to be 24 frames. Yeah, so that lets me kind of see how stuff is going. I like the elbows on this guy. I need to fix the inside of the elbow though. But yeah, this needs more work. I'm not gonna get to it all tonight. Kind of winding down here. So I'll just like, what do we got here? Save. Save this. Let me save this as the latest one there. Okay, so that's saved. This stuff needs more work, but that's kind of where I got to tonight. I need to throw the human back into Unity, see how that's going. But yeah, that's tonight's progress. I'm kind of crashing right now, so I'm gonna sign off. Thanks guys for hanging out. Thanks for all the bits and the subs and everything. You guys were awesome tonight. And you know, we'll continue this. I really need to wrap this up though. Like I'm trying to wrap this stuff up because you know, this was kind of a planned rework loop, but it's still, I'm sure like it kind of sucks to keep showing you guys the same stuff. Like I want to like make more new things as much as you guys want to see more new things. So I kind of apologize that you know, I have to do some reworks on this, but you know, that's kind of how it goes. And again, it's something that I think is worthwhile. So but yeah, so in the end, hopefully it's you guys like it. But yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys on Thursday, today being Tuesday. Yeah, so good night, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.